see, but we smoke broccoli. I've been getting lost since I was 4 feet. Chop the tree down, cutting down the tree. Keep the same game with that paper, baby. I'm high and I'm buzzing like a bump. Young niggas up in that bitch, they say they shoot for free. Timber, yeah, we gon' chop down that tree.
Yo, also, make sure y'all hit that notification bell. And subscribe to my channel, Paper Bag Talk. Yeah! Yo, what it do, man? It's your boy, Flow Time. Yes, sir, it's me. And, you know, I'm kind of on a little break, so I'm trying to cover everything. You know, that whoop. You dig me? But, yeah, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to be talking about Ice Cube, man. How does everybody feel about Ice Cube and, you know, him saying that Donald Trump and the government ain't using him as a pawn to get the black vote? You get what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to be real. I'm going to be honest, man. Me personally, I couldn't even see myself, like, voting for Donald Trump. I can't see it. I couldn't see myself voting for Donald Trump because it, like, everything I stand for, I wouldn't be representing what I stand for, put it like that. So, I couldn't see myself doing it. But that's just me. You feel me? Now, on the other hand, Ice Cube, you know, he got his own opinion because every man entitled to their own opinion. You see what I'm saying? But what I can say is, I can't say I agree with everything Ice Cube say. But I won't take away from the fact that Ice Cube is a legend. Ice Cube has done a lot for our community. Ice Cube has, did so much. I ain't saying my community is Meridian, Mississippi. I'm saying my community is giving people opportunity in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? So I can't overlook that. So it might be some things we don't know about that he feel like helped him make the decision he made. You get what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say the world is no better place, nothing like that, man. I'm not going to do it. But what I want to do is get y'all opinion on what do y'all feel like. So y'all comment below. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that like button. I will be coming back with a part 2. I will be coming back with a part 2 on how do y'all feel about Ice Cube saying Donald Trump and the government ain't using him? Because I feel like they using him. Because, let me just say this before I go. I feel like they using him because they know he's a black idol. They know everything he stands for. They know his influence on the black community from NWA, all that. They know that. From the barbershop, all that. Come on. But, I feel like it's a secret agenda. But, hey, it might be some things we don't know. So I'm going to go do a little more research on that situation before I totally speak. But I done did my research, man. At the end of the day, that's his opinion. He entitled to his own opinion, though. So I can't say he wrong, but in my opinion, he wrong for me. You know what I'm saying? The decision don't help me and my people. But like I say, to each his own. So y'all, like I said, y'all like, comment, subscribe. Whatever y'all got to do. Screenshot. And y'all hit me up, man. Also, if you're an artist, man, y'all got any material, man, y'all inbox me. I am doing interviews for all artists. Anybody who's doing entertainment, anybody got their own business going. You know what I'm saying? If you got some music you want me to cover, I'll throw it at the end of one of my videos, in the middle of one of my videos, or at the beginning. Y'all hit me up. It's your boy, Flow Time, man. Paper Bag Talk. And we out.
Our next guest is Ice Cube. If you know anything about him, and you probably do, you know he started his career rapping in defiance about police presence and the realities of inner city life. And he got political with his songs as well recently during the Trump administration, most recently in 2018. Here's a taste.
Arrest the president. You got the evidence. That is Russian intelligence.
Now we see a shift. Now he wants to work with President Trump. Here's what the president had to say most recently about Black Lives Matter.
The first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, I said, that's such a terrible term because it's such a racist term. It's a term that sows division between blacks and whites and everybody else, and it's a very bad term for blacks. But they were very angry. It's a Marxist organization.
With all that going on and how the president continues to speak about there being no systemic inequality, it's no shock that Ice Cube got some heat for deciding to work with the Trump administration. He wants to deal with it. I want to understand it. So should you. So here is Ice Cube on Prime Time. Thank you for taking the opportunity, brother. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Chris, your lead-ins are a little misleading.
How so?
Well, the Platinum Plan is not my plan. I came up with the contract with Black America, and I didn't run to go work with any campaign. Both campaigns contacted me. Both campaigns wanted to talk to me about the contract with Black America. One campaign said, we love what you have, but let's really dig into it after the election. And one campaign said, we love what you have. Do you mind talking to us about it? And that's what I did. So I didn't run to nobody. And so that was real misleading to me.
Well, I didn't say you ran to anybody. I said that you had taken a pivot.
Well, you said I ran over to the Trump team instead of the Biden team. That's just not true.
Well, but you are working with the Trump team instead of the Biden team, and people are giving you heat for it. What do you say to them?
Well, I'm willing to work with both teams, but I'm just working with whoever is willing to work with me. So the Trump campaign came to me and asked me to explain to them some of the contract with Black America. That's what I did. I'm not playing no more of these games, these political games. We're not part of a team. We have very broad problems, especially the wealth gap in this country when it comes to Black Americans. So I'm going to whoever's in power, and I'm going to speak to them about our problems specifically. I'm not going there talking about minorities. I'm not going there talking about people of color or diversity or none of that stuff. I'm going there for Black Americans, the ones who are the descendants of slaves. And that's what I'm going to talk to anybody who's in power with that. So if anybody got a problem with that, it seems like a personal problem.
Well, here's the problem, and it is very personal, as you know, for a lot of people of color, because they'll say, well, why would you pick Trump when he says there's no such thing as systemic inequality? Say
I'm
again?
not picking nobody. He's the president.
But why do you think he'd want to do something for the community when he says there's no such thing as systemic inequality?
I don't know what he want to do. I just know what the man said. I know what he said to the country. I've never met Donald Trump. So I don't know what he's going to do. I just know what he said he was going to do. So both of them have a plan. Both of them say they're going to do something. And who knows what's really going to happen after November 3rd. Nobody knows from each side. We're all hoping that candidates keep their campaign promises. So that's just it.
So let's look at it this way. I think that you're right to be skeptical. Let's start with the Democrats, because even though there is a traditional connection between black voters and the Democrats, you could also say you've been let down or forgotten by Democrats in a lot of situations that would have mattered. Then you say, all right, so then what makes one side better than the other? That's where you get in trouble, which is, do you really think that Donald Trump can be trusted as much as you could trust Joe Biden?
I don't think I'm not trusting any of them. I'm just going by action. That's all I'm going by. I'm not going by words. I'm not going by rhetoric, not going by media spin, not going by none of that. You know, I'm not on nobody's team. I'm not on Team Blue, not on Team Red.
So then I have that wrong.
I'm an independent person, and I believe that's what black people need to do, is become independent, and we need to get something for our vote. You know, that may not happen, but it's gonna happen.
It's got to happen. It's got to happen. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Look, if I had brought you here to fight with you, you would have known it. What I'm saying is, I think I did get it wrong, and I want to make sure I get it right. So saying you're working with the Trump team is wrong. What you did was, when they asked to talk to you about it, you said yes. If Biden had asked to talk to you about it now, you would have gone to them the same way. It's not about you choosing anything. It's you working with everybody who's got a chance of doing anything.
I'm working with whoever's in power. Yeah, I'll work with both. Whoever's in power, I'm going to work with. So whoever wins, they'll hear from me.
Okay, so I'm glad you came to clear it up. So Ice Cube is not with the Trump campaign. He's just given his ideas, and anybody who wants to do something with him, fine. Do you believe they are doing anything with your ideas?
I believe, they looked at the contract with Black America and they updated their plan, but it's their plan. I have my plan. My plan is broad. It goes beyond the public sector. It goes into the private sector, banks, even the movie industry. So we got to deal with a lot of different, companies, corporations, and even government when it comes to solving this problem. I believe it's a bipartisan problem. I believe it's a bipartisan problem when it comes to the issues, when it comes to blacks in America and what's going on. It's not a Democrat problem. It's not for them to solve. It's not for the Republicans to solve. It's for both of them to solve. They do it when it comes to debt ceiling. They do it when it comes to getting us in wars. They seem to come together when it's something that really affects America. And I don't think nothing affects America more than the situation that Black Americans find ourselves in. This country is coming apart at the seams, and it's not going to come together after January 3rd, no matter who's the president, unless we deal with this wealth gap.
You have the economics. All of it extends from poverty, which is an extension of opportunity, which is an extension of a system that doesn't give equal opportunity, and you see it everywhere. Hiring, education, finance, all of it. So acutely, we've been looking at what happens when policing goes wrong in communities. It doesn't give you concern that the president has handled police violence the way he has in terms of his commitment to work on any of the issues that you think are important?
We've been dealing with police violence in this country from day one. So police violence is just part of our life here. So, the thing is this, once we get some capital, we'll be treated better. This is a capitalistic society.
True.
And if you ain't got no money, you see how people get treated on the streets when they ain't got no money.
Not just money, wealth. Wealth. You got to be able to build up wealth within the community.
Yeah, to put it in greater terms. But, at the bottom line is, dollars bring dignity. And so everybody in America knows that. When you got a little more money, they treat you a little better. So we need to close this wealth gap. You got people, families making $120,000 or worth $120,000, and you got Black families worth $200. It's just an enormous wealth gap that keeps growing. It's not getting smaller. Do the research, and you'll see this is the problem in America. It's because Black people have no capital. We own half of a point when it comes to all the wealth in America. Half of a point. 13.5% people living off half of a point. We cannot survive in America another 100 years living like this.
The issue is real. The problem is properly identified. They do have access to capital of about $500 billion, but it doesn't say that it would be earmarked within the Trump plan for communities of color. But we'll see what you can get done, and I make you this promise, not just because I'm a fan, but the issue matters. As you learn and as you see action and reaction or inaction, you have a place on this show to discuss it. That's a guarantee.
I appreciate it, Chris. Yeah, I'll be back to discuss and let you know what I know, what I find out. But I'm gonna give it to you straight up.
It's the only way I take it. It doesn't go well any other way on this show. Ice Cube, I wish you the best. Stay healthy. Be well.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right. We'll be right back.